name's Corey Lipchick, and I'm in the food working group at Occupy Pittsburgh.
Now, you have occupied a couple of positions in Occupy Pittsburgh. You said currently food, but you've been involved in other parts of it. Could you give a status report on, this is day 21. Tell me what's going on.
Well, it keeps growing every day. We get massive amounts of donations. It's very appreciated. We get so much help. We get so much food. We actually don't know what to do with it. we need more. We need some shelves now to put all the food on that people have donated.
You want to keep that coming, though, don't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. And hot food is great. Like people run the hot food down. Like today we had some pumpkin curry, vegan pumpkin curry, and Italian soup. It's delicious. Someone dropped off 4 containers of vegan pasta dish. I'll take some of those home and chill them down, heat them up on another day.
We have a bin for recycling.
It's going pretty well. The weather's cooperated recently. It's been unseasonably nice the past week, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be in the 60s this week. So
that's right. It is going to get cold again, just as we had that brief snow the other day.
Yeah.
Do you think that everybody will stay, even though it's cold? Do they have heaters? How are they going to stay warm?
They're working on that. There's a lot of people working on how to winterize the camp. They built a yurt down the hill down there, and I think they're planning on building many more because it can be snowed on. It retains all the heat of people sleeping inside. We have a couple small tent heaters that are safe for use inside a tent. They have if it tilts over, it automatically shuts off.
Has Mellon interacted with anybody from the group, any facilitators or anybody else?
I think they have a little bit. I know they sent some sort of paper with some guidelines on it. I never heard any more about that. We didn't really discuss it too much. I know sometimes their employees will come down and walk through. Although I heard that they instructed them not to speak to us. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, you haven't had any incidents.
No, I mean, as far as I know, some like even upper executives have come down and spoken with people, just struck up a conversation and asked them what
So the humanity comes out some there.
Yeah. I mean, they realize that everyone here is making some sort of sacrifice to be here to try to change the world. So they can at least respect us with a conversation.
Could I ask your age?
28.
28. For those of us who grew up in the 60s, we went through a lot back then. There were a lot of protests. This is much larger. This is much more inclusive of all kinds of people at all strata, of all economic levels, of all educational levels. Do you think that will be cohesive enough to keep it going?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a challenge because there's people with such wildly different viewpoints, but we recognize that we're all, no matter what solutions you think there should be, we're all being exploited, and extremely. And it's been going on since I printed out a bunch of charts and hung them on the fence up there because some people are visual learners. You can say okay, the top 1% has gained 80% of the productivity gains since the early 80s, but that is kind of shocking. But when you see a chart comparing like how productivity kept increasing and average worker pay completely flatlined starting in like 1979, then that shows a little different. But so we recognize that we're all being exploited, and that there needs to be a major change. So we get along. We have a lot of really good discussions, good arguments. We can get kind of impassioned at times, but we haven't had anything too extreme.
What is your area of expertise?
Well, I work in a nonprofit cancer research foundation. I work in the lab. I'm a molecular biologist.
You're working now?
Yeah, I work full time. I come by on lunch sometimes, and then after work, and either grab some food you can take home, or go home and cook and bring some back. We have a couple of places that we can cook at, but my kitchen has become one of the main ones.
So you're passionate about what you do?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was so excited when this happened. Like I signed up for Twitter just to follow Occupy Wall Street. I was spending like all day reading as much as I could and watching videos, and it just moved me because I've known for quite some time how screwed up things are, especially with Wall Street in general, huge corporations owning the government, and I didn't have an outlet for that. Like I posted articles on my Facebook page for my Aggie friends to read and like talk to people about it, but there didn't have a good way of doing anything about it. So when this popped up, I was in a heartbeat.
You had found yourself, right? Your direction.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.